So I was born in Mississippi, but only lived there for 3 months. My father was in the military at the time, and he was from North Carolina. He and my mother from Winston-Salem, and so we moved back to North Carolina, and I spent most of my years growing up in the Piedmont. I did live in Hickory and Kinston and Maiden for several years, but most of the years were in the areas around Winston-Salem, in Clemens, and in the Midway, Arcadia area. And so I got an interview with the old Wachovia and got to meet several people in Winston-Salem, and I just loved the culture, and they made me an offer, and that was my first job. First and last company, I guess, even though we've had different versions of it along the way. Corporate banking in Winston for a couple of years. And then my wife and I were ready to get back to Charleston. We were interested in starting a family before too long, and we wanted to get to the where her family was, and my parents had moved there. So all of our family, or at least our parents, had moved down there. So we moved down, and shortly after I had a chance to manage the corporate banking team in Charleston, the commercial banking team there. And through that, I managed a variety of different lines of business, commercial banking, our business bank, our dealer financial services group, and then I was the head senior credit officer for the South Carolina Bank and part of North Carolina for 3 years, and then I was able to become the regional president. That's one of the things that's been the most exciting part of the Wells Fargo transition, both on the business banking side and on the retail side. We've added literally hundreds of team members. I don't know the scale in both Carolinas, but in South Carolina on the retail side, we added 300-400 retail bankers to the stores. And in essence, one of our challenges in the Carolinas, Josh and I were talking earlier, is that we've got many stores that have been around for years, even decades, and we've added so many bankers, and we're at a point right now where we're really having to look at our physical capacity to make sure that in the markets that we see still growing 1, 3, 5 years out, that we're able to continue adding bankers. And in some cases, we may need to add stores. Markets like Raleigh and Charlotte and Charleston that are growing far faster than the U.S. growth rate. We're a store network. That's probably the most important thing I could tell you. Almost 3/4 of our customers will come to our stores once a quarter still. One of the differences is with technology and all the channels that are available. Even a few years ago, customers would use phone, or they'd use ATMs, or they'd use stores. Now we're finding they're using multiple channels. And so having a cohesive multi-channel experience is a big opportunity, and it's a focus for our company. But relative to stores, the opportunity and the power in eyeball-to-eyeball contact, face-to-face advice and support, we think is going to be an important differentiator for success for us. And in a market like Charlotte that continues to grow, it's something that we will look at. So you could imagine a customer that's doing some business on their tablet or on their phone that has a need that goes beyond what the tablet or the phone could deliver, and being able to pull up literally a box and either make an appointment at a store or potentially even access a banker if it's a phone right there that knows all of their account information and that could help them on the spot, so in real time. So connecting the dots between mobile, phone or video, and the store, where it's geolocated so that it knows where your nearest store is, and it knows what you can identify what your need is or what your situation is, and then go there. And you could think about a case where you realize you've lost your debit card, you pull it up on your tablet, you want to report that it's lost. The tablet tells you to go to the nearest branch and will issue you an instant replacement. And by the way, we'll have you an update on the cancellation of your current debit card. You can sort of see where, with the investments that are being made in multi-channel, that the convenience for the customer could be pretty spectacular.
How far?